ya mo pe TV any final obi afa ne nche mo Dawusco World Ventures for ni che mo pankrono akaka mo du mo ma so da no no ye ne ne die ni mtwefe abosan tintinti e wo ho no ho ase na Dawusco World Ventures ye wo obetuma fa ye lines no e wo 0593 787199 and say 0265 165383 0245 008675 yes aso branch bi e wo edun ye ni sinapia ba na ye anifepe Dawusco World Ventures home of appliances.
Bohobio is politics. Bohobio is on Hello FM. Bohobio, Mondays and Wednesdays, 8 p.m. on Hello FM with your host, Samson Kwame Nyamiche. Let's talk politics. Bohobio, Monday and Wednesday, 8 p.m. Hello FM with Samson Kwame Nyamiche. Bohobio.
She don't try to hide it. Diamonds on the soles of her shoes. He's a poor boy, empty as a pocket with nothing to lose. Sing ta-na-na, ta-na-na. She got diamonds on the soles of her shoes. Ta-na-na, ta-na-na. She got diamonds on the soles of her shoes. Diamonds on the soles of her shoes. Diamonds on the soles of her shoes. Diamonds on the soles of her shoes.
16 past 20 hours GMT. And then Monday, 12 May 2025. I was sorry, Bohobio to be the right now. And then we pay for it with her. My boyfriend so coming why did you be the idea bread war? So wolf here, so take a muko fear, so where to moon. So one man on this, so what the 16 regions in our Republic Ghana. And we're joining live on Facebook. Hello 101.5.
Well,
sounds to the normal test line is 0265170336. Mate Nabudiyama Chief Samson Kwame Nyamiche. Regular host Bohobio. Your friend is somewhat Joaquin Bukim with your friend commander. And anyway, Kennedy Ejapon versus Anas Aremeya Wanas. Yenya Kai say US court awarded 18 million defamation fine. And I can say edit here Kennedy Ejapon. Not just awarded Anas Aremeya Wanas. And now Kennedy legal team no. Almost taking certain steps to appeal. Then judge and in delivering his final judgment, he cannot consider the Intiano. We got 18 million, and they also want to a fine of $500 US. Now, no, Nas, I already announced the team the statement about Bontain. So, I'm going to Sicano. No more chicken at the Japan boss. Name one pay any attention in no more penal. Judgment ruling of the judge. Atomakuma so Bibia Boko. 120 days of the Mahama administration. Where ye Mahama Bibu. Mahama Part 2. And American is a Mahama Part 3. 120 days in our Mampany Chess. I take my promises seriously. My word is my bond. Not just a social contract, Mahama. Or in a binding Ghana for Yasaino. Or Chessa Yadi or better to Nasubidia go cry. Now 120 days. Also, what you were saying, I say resetting the foundation of Ghana and building the Ghana we all want together. So far, the speed, any foundation, I want lady so far. So far, how far? 49 million saga. Former head of the National Signals Bureau, you know
exactly what I was talking
about. One from the cells of Yoko. Ebeto Bontia Wochemu Sikano, a kind of fast to chase Sikano. But just a week of president, then president-elect. His Excellency John Dramani Mahamani Aid Hall. And we have 5.1 million Ghana cedis. I know you have got to cast Nizam Patrol Platino 2024 Nizam Patrol Tatino and after 2022 Land Rover Land Cruiser GXR or just 8.3 million. Or the Mamanyo Kobio nearby Musa or some fan to communications equipment. Senebea elections 2024. Elections Resource Coalition. Yatu abana bi ye boa boa ne ye kinkan ne ho nsensem ni nyina no. Omo so fa mo dwumadi. Na ye re tro ne krata ba abonten. Nipa bebre atwetwe nkoba kom so adwene de afa ho. Ene anwume, what is your take on this same issue? Lawyer Oheniba Ansu Diabo. Lawyer Oheniba Ansu Diabo. Or a law lecturer, a member of the NDC communications team, and a lawyer Bebanwa Bekansa near to Chinkomo. Kwesi Kwatin Esquire, or also a lawyer Mrenimni, and a member of the MPP legal, member of the MPP national communications team. Dr. Samuel Efi, a senior lecturer, KSTU School of Business. And as Israel can Tobino Hako, who should you are DJ McJune.
She said you're taking me for granted because I believe wearing this dye.
But Yahya, now you didn't come more kakra, Kwakwaba.
Commander,
Bokodi,
Yamyata Mumpacho Houseway.
Yes, no question.
Good. Yeah, Abusia, Yankwa, na Dr. Lawson, the Virgin Doctor, so you must say, Yamfa Bohobio and Famro, le Commandant du Jour, Commandant du Soleil, a word Johnson Quadian Jose, a Biawu, na Loka Mister, and Dr. Lawson Diaba, said doing a Gonuria Babaso, and I feel good to Mujaum, no better infinity, or Bia, no one Yagibi, and to Bomadama Sanka, and Pachawatas, and I feel delay, Mancapson to come Bema, and so me, Jena, some year bodumam and Pemso, it's me at Conno, a year pa. Timan my appear for and one and a posted problems in an solve in Tiam Yanko Fakati Tabian to be with that lost by Mr. Nadok dear Pierso and this is Hunamianum, malaria Tidia tatted to rough rough. One malaria is dangerous. 1v1 Swanwa, a behelper, rumors with Sabrona fee, pass Goku and a fabrin in Aquisia crime. Yin Clean Quanda, boom. Let me be a quipa. Calling Nakini Misty abandon here best, and I feel Uncle Fred Mills have made any happy dang. A winning nada, the Virgin Daughter the call. Ya free a 0242 133 577 0242 133 577. Idiot ho, our town car renters. Special when say a hadie, Kashanti Virginia beyond. So per car, my dear. The yedu to one Kwandia Masa, Ibibu, Kwanjano, Ibibu CCA. O Masia, what was the DB Junction where? What do you actually put on about no or more and a woman? Kumasi children's who won, cast the sum of a fefano, and when I'm making as if branded by Habi, a 4x4 cross country, Pajarusni, Highlanders, and a Land Cruisers, RAV4 Nisia Reviews. Cast for Papa, Yahin Happy, where now you give me now ye. Your person be the Branian Tassi Moncomo, near more be simple. Was so this could be a shubutum biana fabra. Idiot oh! Mo, or Madame Yanko Yafre, not any Ubruni Moncomo. 026643 9327. 026643 9327. I feel free to answer Bekoye 0244 0633 91. Makacho was the DV Junction. Why would do any actually put about no? A wana making. I feel Jaga 4 bitters our town. We see about what Daniel Dr. Jaga Monkomo with Tabia Company Limited for and omedi Jaga 4 bitters Yaba a Yarminia Kama, Yomudi Nubrane High. When I feel so crowning Nihili, a year come, you will see a fun cells here, the call. I feel so premature ejaculation, Bema, Ubuanian, what yato, as an hard drain, so home, or what than be a yadea de hawa in a bijay, and just wait me a fire on Pumkama. Pass go kunejay, and I feel so crown where you weak, sexual weakness in your offense was say. A mouse service sexual drive, no sexual drive, it be a quick yipa, when you think. So between no, who can he a shame fine pa, and I feel mutuing in her away and one no. Ye tongue ye biada that a tabiat be called. And two qua, ye be said Jaga 4 bitters, Jaga 4 bitters, and one no. So what's it drink responsibly? And I feel to see a specialized company limited. I want to swear, special, ye be special, and you could treat and cross a santaso was a contemporary yaso, and a busia chrono. No near Nano, ye diaba, tangerine, cocktail, grape, cooler, apple, fun time, and you drink thing in a doko, come on, ye 7 upon to us, a benito as engagement, I say, when you say, Coconia as a club meet and say, but be a say, yes, sebo, a yet special, be a special, insurance or bottom mudini, sachet musudini, dispensers bottles of money, need not that, any diaba summon, and Tim so, or more than any Binian fan several or now, yepa, young cuckoo tree. enkransa oboase konyesu na duso pio no ho ebitu yakwa kutu wo number ne 054 0501 301228 0501 301228 frewai unya fre pada chese wudem enwan lukomanda merci beaucoup.
All right, Kwaku.
Stephanie.
Me da say Kwaku mafu how a businessman. Na sense waka dollar to cedi rate no. Perform ye cedi ne perform ye. Currently, I think it's about 1292 thereabout. Na Kwaku as a businessman, tinasna yɛntwehwe nkɔmmɔ kakra ansa na lawyer Oheneba ansudi abone lawyer Kwesi Kwaten ne doctor Samuel Efi etimi abomodi abetwan ne yɛn. As a businessman, impact being and currently the rate of the dollar to the cedi more precious more businesses so far.
Commander numere de me na wase na me na tifo nyina ase na me na one wa bedwafo so ase nyankopon hira mo se mpanyufo se drama mfo so ana akai ano enu nti se mo hu se adwadifo se o how na se ne no nyankopon adom aban ye oba ye nyankopon nam ne na homobro so adom no ama adwadifo ye te de na se mo pese enso ye kire ya adwenkyere ganafo ana o se de abasobɔ ma mo esanse mpanyimfo se ye sokani anu sikani aduano so ye nso nsa ye nso ensha kani anu aduana se enu nti ne o se ebo mabaso se de enso ye be kire adwen na Ghana me ayenka ye ni nyina so hu se de sikasɛm a yɛde kra no mafiri amano ne na ɛkɔ no si sɛdeɛ site na manya akwanya yi commander na wɔsɛ mefa kwan sonko so kyia me a me papa ma de nyinaa 2028 ɔno ane yɛsa de naba yɛwura Kofi Akpalo wɔsɛ me kyia no ɛno nti commander yɛkɔ straight forward to the business no commander wɔsɛ abayɛ ɔte so yɛbɔ naba so
Enye too early.
Dabi sɛ mpanyimfo se ufri ntambura so a no ne yɛkɔkɔ ɛno nti sabre na sɛ ne pɛn so na watimi nyame adom no na sɛ nhyehyɛ yɛ so ama yɛ dwadifo a sɛbio yɛkɔ ahokyere mu since dollar hyɛ rise yɛ a ne yɛtobi 17.8 kodru 18 cedis nyina no yɛhwɛ how na ukra cedis and $10,000 na yɛmfa compare ne ɛno nti no me mechanism tadwifo wa adwadifo yɛate dene ɛno nti na yɛwɔ abasobɔ bia na aban yɛ ɔte so
yɛn kana yɛn chi mu ma nipa ntiase a me fa ne sɛ last year na we containers na uchi asempe container ne nso ebi akoyi a want speed so uchi abese difference ahia na abem
commander o se meto nyina na mehwe me phone so because duty bi aba na mehwe
okay
me duty sa me agent dey sent me recently ya me ba studio here eno na mehwe duty o na me say obi ankone container waye no enoma ewom enti enye
nti wo de no o de na ya na de ne
oh me de no be a spare parts
and spare parts and a cars
so
nti wo average container we ya na ye o send last year
oh it depended that time no dollar rate a obehia sese a mehwe me duty paper no so no dollar rate a omode ama ye haboy 13.9
last time I would be before this one saying
last time I met you before this one there 16.7 last year okay. 16.7 last year
right
ana me free Ghana hanomo 20th December ebra me free ano on say can reality yen go obi ho fi me free ano me $1 no 15.8 ana me total kwan
okay
me ba ye sabio sɛde aban no nim sɛde adwadifo ho hia ɔman bia ne private sector begu no ɔman naku adwadifo ni ho a ho yɛ president a ho yɛ zero
okay
because ankra ne kra o man bia mu because ankra adwumayefo no omunya government dependent
Right.
eno nti no se edwadi ahoro ekoso aban no mpanyimfo se asomrofie adwu anakraman enya da.
So now also forex no yenya ye gitum say aban from let's say in the month of May and they may pick it up almost say in the last 10 years when time I see I say ojina and then jina na check akra in the last 10 years. Apart from CD na dollar to CD rate na and you see the ni peja na dollar ni jina no. As a businessman, dear be an officer buying ya a bit me aboa more business sector no the more. The answer is
there aban ye beboa business sector they say onim say habo yerakofo wa ye bida eno nti say aban ye otiso esua yerakofo anamontuo na nka mesusu say beboa ebra black market anase bank rate any adwadifo ewo system no say bit say the America say Oma pegi dollar or habo 13.9 no yerakofo ma adwadifo nya no habo hono lower price eno nti odi pia bonten a na adwadifo yi nneoma o habo no yekomoju enti said the America no yesra aban se habo hono on pegi dollar no my at least it mean ya no be 10 cedi in habo ho kra na ebeboa ama duty no so aba from the more duty neighbor from the more na consumers no so komo ye dey eju omu because se duty neighbor from ebema ne o mani nyina aboa ye dey but habo ho no any outside habo ho ni nyina be the same price that means any o man no still ano na nebo ekoso ye dey nti ye besre aban no emoa adwadifo ana ebiew mehu sa aban na tuwa na mosrunku bi na onye adwadini a honhu aban ye otiso ya na me asem na me ka nyese bia me praise too much ana menye ne PRO but me adwadini na ebu adwadifo nkaye ne nti no we ye card sem ebeboa o man ma ye nka sem ebeboa party be a flag hwe unim se
o ka se ba men ka se empatro se nwe wutie na ye businessman na won so ye import and export to the ma kwa ma no ne bibi ba. You can also join us and share your views and opinions. Kwaku yanto aso.
Unim say abandada ofra aban no so no. Na otu anamon bi. But wenwie na mehu say aban ye oba ye ahyemu kna e de bo adwadifo bi ni say. Unim say ye kra neoma ne ye neoma ba. Eba true weekender. Unim say shipping line no e de demurrage e charge ye. Meanwhile no almost Saturday Sunday omonya adwuma aban ye owo Ghana aban akonwa mu sesi President John Dramani Mahama wo se mu kna se no se monya adwuma weekend a muso mu ntimi charge businessmen and women no demurrage
Wa shem kina mana ba ye mra
ayemra aka airline na nko a
okay
enu nti no so monya
airline kan de ye mra
se airline no
for it to be law
airline no omuguso omoye enu nti se nyankopon ya adom na so omunya pass USA kim Mr. Adwadifo obi anko register o Ghana Shepherds Authority because they say omuna 2 million nyina no Ghana dey show
for example
ne ba ne sa na say we member of Ghana Shepherds Authority a ye ma awo ni ntimi mfa Ghana Adwadifo no mum enu nti eho no Adwadifo ni obi a na enimu asem American na emomu no je say ye mpanyimfo
bi associations nti mo educate you
yeah educate omo but when him say un say Ghana no ankrankro bi anko ni dwetire said you see the year na adwuma fa enu nti eguso a ye boderu as leaders of the associations no so enu nti ye besre say obi obeti sanka iboya free hello FM bia no ono so nto aso no nso enton asem no no unu say aban ye oba ye sabio wotie adwadifo so because na aban bi si ye kon so ye ka asem ye ko trade ministry ye ko chese ministries ahoro a involve adwadie nanso no mo dan mo achi de
ba ko nyini say the way I can say ebia president Muhammad betwa 4 years na wie na we fi LPG kwa NDC
oh dabi yewra Kofi Akpalu de o ye me political campaign
okay
so what am I say na mom no ye say ye som Ghana
okay
ye som Ghana o ye som party
Right.
Ɛno nti sɛdeɛ na yɛwura Kofi Akwalu ne nsɛm ne ne nneɔma a ɔyɛ ɔka yɛ to me tiri mu a ma bɛdi n'akyi a ampa ebesi na meda so di n'akyi no yɛsom Ghana deɛ ɛgya good legacy hwɛ mɛsrɛ afɔ afidie so asa aka yɛ mpanyimfoɔ binom a ɔmo yɛ amanyɔfoɔ ɛyɛ na history no dɔɔso ɛnɛ mabunu yɛ abɛn wɔmfa history bi anyɛ biribi abie mu wɔpɛ adwuma ayɛ
Sika gu ne botom.
wɔpɛ sika gu ne botom woka history fra nɔpa kɔsi anadwo na mfa adwuma bi ama ɛyɛ history ho no
Mede ase.
ɛno nti yɛbɛsrɛ ɔmo nka history a ɛde anwuma bɛba ma abrɛ mabunu no ɛnɛ ɔmo nka history a ɛde sika bɛba mabunu no mmeranteɛ ne mmabaa ɛbotom ɛnɛ ɛno nti yɛbɛsrɛ aban yɛkamfo ne bi ano ne yɛkamfo na chacha dollar na nnɛ adwadifoɔ yɛbɔ yɛn nsɛm na mabɔ me nsɛm ama no paa no na yɛsrɛ sɛ wɔnhwɛ sɛ Bank of Ghana ɔno nso ne afoforɔ bi nya dollar ho dwadie na ɔmo hɔɔdo dwadie bi ɛhɔɔdo dollars no because nipa bebree
Ghana
ha
Bank of Ghana ne adwuma sɛ ɔbɛhɔde
na sɛ ɔna regulate dollars ma other banks
regulate on hɔde dollar to trade with others.
Wɔno na ma instruction to other bank ne sɛ saa sika wei kura no obi de ba bank wa yɛ dada ma mo nye what ma say enti o twa kan wo mu uyi ni free mu a enye
yi so regulator
yes ɛno nti yɛbɛsrɛ sika no omuma no spread it across the Ghana na adwadifoɔ yɛntimi mfa enya kwan fa ni yɛdwa na Ghanafoɔ nyinaa no yɛnya asomdwe sɛ ampa ba yɛtoɔ no yɛnya sonsunso so reflect yɛ
all right
ɛsan sɛ dollar yi ba fam yi ɛno kwasɛm ni sɛ adɔyɛ asase yɛ kɔ so
kwaku da ase ɛne wɔn sa hwɛ na nnwuma yi kwaku mafo yɛ LPG regional chairman parliamentary candidate 2024 election
yes
a businessman odini dwawo Swami magazine and ayasha ase ne na twetwe nkomo nti kwaku bɛda ase na nnwuma yi lawyer Oheniba Ansu di abo so ɛwɔ ha lawyer
me
lawyer kwaba kwaku kasem no so ɔhwɛ ne saa am the same okay idea
me nso okay communicators no said then
LPG regional chairman
but me sure say no na kan akabe boso me nsa na woman edura ne ho ni na ne already na
Kofi Apalu ba bia obi agina yi
Apalu na akra ba fi
la
Apalu na ba fi
anyway but dollar ne cedi obi agi atum se ejina kakra so ba ejina ebinom say well ejina but it's not about anything local impact of Donald Trump and some shakes ups in the foreign business area ebinom say there be a fear so discipline and so eka ho we are buying the Bank of Ghana hihye bi omode aba de nyina account na cedi no your small take on the cedi na for yenhwe the first 120 days and other matters
mama na wansipi so $1 say me ya say buy na nka dollar ya dube 23 ya kamenye sure say yekoka say Donald Trump statement o me ma ye ne on China for the trade war nka obi abaje adi ana obi abefa serious ye penso nyakopon adom ena nhyehyɛ pa a ye de egu famu no ama dollar no I stable enti no okay say President Akufo-Addo obetena so na year one of those years as a brony brother bapa na omo eje ho nsamra ne say omo na ama brony brother no ayeden aba enye ho na wo ba beka say afi nsu ato na ama na aba wo say what I say saa nso na edu ba bi ana ekọ a omuko free aburo Burkina Faso ana Burkina Faso president soma nipa so
I know omu chim so banko free omu say ye contribution ye nto boy de ma West African buffer stock de de come aye no ye kọ ahohihia mu no ene ye kọ GB buy
ena ye say mo fanko ti say ye kọ gi say na no mo ken say what I say
say it means say local stock na short. So what in the China say? In the same way, no. Say your own pencil. And I say at the end of the year, you take the credit. Your own pencil now at the end say you also take the blame. Ain't me must say foreign conditions in Nkwan. Now sincerely speaking,
right,
as a nation, no, your control our dollar no so no. Very limited. So what in the China say?
So because
need dollar is too much. Because as a nation, maybe tonight, be ni wa, and then would mean even a money your friend is saying, I'm paying contumry, cry a chumakuno. Ubedi be na dollar above. Hey, because and I be a odi two mono. Because and local meat. Ebia and wo a odi gumuno. Say ngoni free industrial year. Machines are here and wono. Ni nyina your friend is saying machines are here crack. As a nation, no, a honor was a ye 2 year ni isipa.
Okay.
Now you making sure say niamana ye yusu ewo Ghana no. Do na ya nkasa yebetimi aye yade.
Right.
Say ye no sa level na. Sa politics of dollar ni fuel price ni sa ni money there. They be head over the same thing. Ever sign the whole ako.
Okay. Now, but the can we credit the opposition MPP, Dr. Bawumia, and the just gone finance minister, Honorable Mohamed Aminanta? The Intiamikasa say, yes, the immediate factor behind Ghana's this recent strength is a sharp rise in export earnings. In the first 2 months of 2025, Ghana exported over 2.3 billion in gold, the highest in a decade.
Once some agent fit take you over. One of the first thing I want to hear is say, my individual be a metal gold. So even before the formation of gold board, no, starting implementing our policy.
Are you saying say gold board initiatives not my year?
Exactly.
The gold exports no.
Exactly. It is once uko outside Ghana. So omo ye gold business and will tell you say afibia figure Ghana ye be declare say ya ton e bia so on sa. Na ne ye de akọ abuchiri no more than mere precious mineral ever declare.
Ye receipt no de chere de amanone for records ni chere no.
Amanone record no ebro. Yes ye de akọ no so because na ni individuals are omutimi nya kwan de bi kọ no no so dawson
smuggling.
So enti no sankofo ni nyina e de kọ unaccounted for or mining yaso faso bia. So but say no who individual na gala small scale mining site no kra no who nya bi nto. Yes individual bi any obetima to gold.
But ebi no so say the last administration, gold for oil policy. Emma Bank of Ghana, a lot of reserves of gold. And no now, yes, export here in 2025. Gold I export, the largest in the last 10 years. And it's over 2.3 billion US dollars.
And no, and you know, Craig. One thing.
But what the end, you know,
I say butter. Gold for oil. Once they say, pressure ba wo CD no so. Now can say exchange CD e de akwa akoto oil la. So what I say? Won't say CD no ebe koso. Here is the case say no yetimi anya gold ne more export gold ne more. Enti no ye wo surplus ye betumi because of that and no credit BT dollar na ma dollar na e bafo. So it is better Ode will cash and now will seek a quacoto good no than quacoto oil no than say over cast ode quaco exchange good. Because now the value of the good in higher than the value of the your friend is saying oil. So what in the China say? And he say who need enough and a say well any mamma we need be encosi a one na menje oil. Nemo musa wo enough Honorable Kennedy Crab key statement be. Says
Honorable Kennedy why?
Kennedy Japan.
Okay.
So usika. I didn't know for usika and $2. So, but because you don't have enough of the good, I will be to me export any surplus, any enough dollar. Say the me export more, account for sa good and then in Chinese na.
And when you say I bind that down good for oil policy, no, and my Bank of Ghana reserves in
That
good.
time na $1 anything. Omo practice you. Once a policy, no, the longer we be implement a policy, no, the policy ni so far so. Here is the case is before that mine crown no we facing out sa good for oil no within the last 3 months. So what I say, into a year then policy or no facing out before even exiting. Now after exiting no mumu and yes so far so ever. It is not that. But an on American will say, an on American will say, sa dollar fuel politics in Ghana, okay. And we a politician now we start ma we je won sa dollar fuel niema no ho too much. One way I do baby no. Na o besesa wano ebi na ye ba umia no because fact is no enye ene eba from time immemorial free to take.
But they do change. Emirates is not so that
because on say do baby na import ako high. Say import na ko high, definitely the dollar a simple basic law of economics.
Supply
the
demand.
higher the demand, the higher the price. So what I say, so the always is here woman. So import no aba from. Until the moment import comes down, the exchange rate will also come down.
All right.
Now, most of the time, business community in the crown. I ain't rate in the per se, ne how name the stability. Say, who's at the 15? Ne bet the 15 for about 6 months and now 8 months. They are able to plan within that period. Baby, uko country be we go bet imagine now 1 year. Or more import and export no a balance.
Enti businessman can say move it me amana ejina
Stability
at a particular rate at the port for business community.
So, enti no na. Say no I was government come, government go. Ye making sure say niema ema ye import more ye better so.
Right.
Na yet me a produce bi wa ha. Na niema ye import na ye less. Ebe do baby no. Dollar and crab it me number 5 if we are able to do that.
But I say, lawyer, here item 1. Announced versus Kennedy Japan. US court slashes 80 million defamation fine. First, near Kennedy Japan. Ya bought the car US dollars no 18 million. Na Kennedy Japan lawyers echo appeal. Na ene ye kan ye about $500 US. Una timra, una yemre nimni. What will cost a lawyer, a judge, why would the 18 million in damages to Obi office here with Hufi? Na upon appeal, Obesa Sanadrin, why would the $500, just $500?
On say usi ubia near a friend damages, you know. Damage once I had to say, oh, I didn't know be a sen.
But my interrupt to them can say. Yeah, say Dr. Samuel Efi, senior lecturer, KSTU School of Business. Dr. Amsuswaba. Doc, Akwaba.
Yeah, Commander.
Fine, man. How are you?
I'm fine, sir.
Doc, Beba.
You.
All right.
On say, you can't damages. To say, oh, I didn't be a sen. And to be or be straw be for damages. And your mammy, Ebia or no nipan on any munyam. Ukrano. Ebi a wase na na se bi kura ne japade bi wase no. Ena wo sama wo se konto nhyawo na pattern na saa de na wase no. Onfa sam pattern no esi anan. Na eno no na judge no a receive case no and no a jury trial. Jury no netana so.
Yeah.
And on the verdict by say Sikana Anas Epen Udije Yemano 18 million. Nenona Kennedy Japan lawyers no. Omuhi muno muka say Anas nani munyamu America hona. O kase say ni munyam na say dia OJ 18 million. Anas ni munyamu America ni nduru sa 18 million. Enti court no nhwe na wonhu Anas level ewo America ho. Number 2, asem na ye na Kennedy kanon so no ko katwi. Enti twi audience a ewa America ho no omododo yesen. So what I say, omododo yesen na waba beka say enti the same as me fan say as a Ghana small portion of Ghana phobia a be 3% of the Ghanaian population. So minsura Ghana for war be America total population of Ghanaians America. Maybe I'm fancy be a Ghana population be a 3%. Now because uncle no when you go as war money minti more $18 million. And a Kennedy lawyers and can say court no near assessment no fufu. No na court ni tie ya o ye yen. Well who say no abranti say you go anymore as a crown no deserve bibia the maximum should be $500.
Wow.
When you munyam level where I may the America sana was size setting. Now one was say me Sana's guy we know.
Yeah.
Me from the beginning me support on the
Okay.
So a nice guy we know me and one was say me believe what asem na ye di wo Ghana ha no. E chen asem na omoko di wo America. Because ye di asem no wa Kennedy say o ye o certain kofo up.
Yeah.
As a o dada nkofo usum nkofo fidie. No ma ba beto. Te say minia me say me pese me ba wo fidie so e be kasa. Ore me nim bia ne me niam bia afidie no so no nipa we oba so a kama me qualify. But what I say now so say utimi ma me ba so kra na ye pon a me de obako bia dinner usu yo mate ene ma yenhwe na ukuada na waba was be a producer not the me but not because of dinner na sem na me kan ye no
but because of what
but who say me nim de no be boa program no so next say uwie na utwa ho na yemisa say nkomodie na aya na ase twa no ni nyina na ode ba na
okay
Yeah.
so because ye won nipa da sani a ye wo wi ase no ono anase no ye hwe na japade ne niema a wo ne ade a adwuma ben pa no ye
or a journalist or a legal practitioner.
Na ye
investigative
journalist. We know ultimately your friend is what do you call it? Al Jazeera, BBC ni ade no mako naibu. Hwe abrofu ye nipa bia omo person omo say what they will always use one of your own. Ndi wo betimi akọ America, akọ for American journalist as a Ghanaian and as a Russian and as British and wherever you came from. Now akọ for American journalist say on Jessica non run investigation to set ministers e America. And now we call China. Now China journalists Jessica say or they kwako setting the ministers up. Na ya ko yi wo BBC. Who would do that? So, and I want say na me show article bi say ye before no. Edu baby a ye corrupt ana te na brofo no nte ase. Won say ye won on my way mu no. Sebi. Wo ko ahemfie kra akoka asem ana say wo ko sie yie ana ye wo amamere kwan so niema ɛwɔ
Ɔsɔ
sɛ
woyɛ.
wode kɔ yɛmfa nsapan ɛnkɔ ahemfie sɛ wokɔ akɔsie sɛ bi a
ɛne yamammerɛ no
yes yamammerɛ no so panyin bi kɔ baabi yɛsɛ ɔsɔfo yɛn wɔ asɔre dan bi doctor yɛasɔfofoɔ ɔmo nkɔ a yɛnyɛ ɔmo kwan
don't quite the same.
so yɛduru kwasie no a yɛse kwasie no wɔyɛ mmakuofoɔ yɛse kwasie no ɛba no yɛ mmarimakuo kwasie no ɛba no yɛ youthfoɔ ɔmo na ɛde nneɛma bɛkɔ ɔsɔfo fie and all those things yɛwɔ adeɛ bi sɛ yɛ mpanyimfoɔ no yɛna yɛhwɛ ɔmo
right
ɛyɛ part of yɛamammerɛ nti sɛ woante saa nneɛma no ase na obi wohu sɛ obi kyɛ panyin bi ade a ɔyɛ wobɛyɛ sɛ ɛyɛ corruption anaasɛ ɛyɛ bribe
anyway
so
Lawyer.
ɛti saa anas guy no deɛ americafoɔ adeclare sɛ wo sɛ kennedy agu w'anim ase a yɛate na mmom yɛhwehwɛ mu no wo level paa ne w'animonyam level no ɛnie 500 ɛde ama no ameme koraa nka me because sɛ wohwɛ wofolo Ghana case na every case Kennedy sɛ wo setting nkɔfoɔ up Kennedy timi pro
so you believe say case now head in Ghana justice was served justice was done maybe I say bi akasa lo akwasi kwate maybe abese twam na okasa the Ministry of Education or a member of Kennedy on Henry Japan campaign team if I can safely say so and osaya mranim ni na asem we ebae no kami ajanka Ghana nke yebo no ba meba no ho lawyer akwaba
ya enua
na ho ye de
already no made ni here me ho ye pa
and then me hu videos bi a wani agye aba mu awie ne moral songs bi a na che say ekoso na che say yeah camp where there
na nya me nko a
I ma wo say nya nko honorable kra
onu aka gwe na
onu aka say gina mu bi enye easy anyway remember how na ye di nkomo doc
Yes, sir.
asemi na da we because asemi ba na I'm saying it was Wednesday anyway in a breaky and Thursday no papa we di nkomo because around that time now tie lawyer for na omudi nkomodi nyina dodo na were saying and very emphatic say e ka ba fie and now tie anas ni team no so a na omubosi pa me ankasa me bra me aminua this to yesu bukas ni team now they were very jubilant na man we ba bonte on the Facebook his war and what they better was say any done deal. That was the first time I met the legal term we meet teachers. I'm hoping I'm getting it right. Asema Kwaba, he said from 18 million awarded by the jury to $500 awarded by the judge. Asema yet was saying, lawyer was say assembly in Ghana, ne mu hia class and kokos kwa buchiri.
Commander, ba me chia o na me chia o ti for ne ahwefo so your Facebook ne lawyer ne honorable Kwati na obeka yinsa. Kwesi na ye kwesi Kwati na ya. So me yi honorable no.
Le kwesi Kwati. Say odum de ntia o kasa.
Wa nko careful na uko ye you be say o ka kwesi ono aka kwa mu
he's battle ready. Kwesi Kwati na.
Wednesday. Na ma chia school for any obi a o tie me Mr. Yabua or printer photocopy that is a printed books e wasafo Yabua and Cynthia Chamina na nyumre media me buy se case e buy no I think say MC Muna ya ba ha
yeah
na ye ka kwan a case no e buy but you say ye ni abrochi ho nti na ye nheda nya the picture now say ni follow how the thing is Sibianke Ghana ha into the bus na uti sa figure no na wa say no hwe mu a say dollar ya so na e system yi mu nti no uti figure na to say eh na manfo equity dodo ebeto hwan ji say hwe figure na manfo timi calculate to as container be and then you maybe handle there wa obi container kra be 3 say 4 in this kind of bit people were having that figure in mind in terms of Sikana Kennedy ebituano. But because see my be say $500.
$500.
No, I'm saying me say me because me space na nche me na me
500.
500. And me buy na lawyer so me wamanya even entiase ni yi pa. Say America ho no se bi din be na wo ha. Wo de be Jesus sika wo mo ma bobra wa America no.
Nipa say ni mu America.
And I think it's good for the lawyers of Japan to go into that direction. And I think say maybe I can say zero.
$500.
Yeah, it's zero. It's figure way figure bia. Omunkoji. No, we could say we kwasi kwa ati club timi am dollars $800 $500 yeah.
Kwasi betche mo anyway. But well, from 18 million awarded by the jury to 500 by the judge there.
It's zero.
You can say zero. No,
it's zero. It's zero. It's totally zero. We won't find because it's not a figure that something we can't but the victory and Americans and the lawyers and I are there.
Okay.
Yes, the lawyers has really done well. Sometimes some of these cases in our Amaronia, yana ebimu shedanya but the way the lawyers
now Kennedy Japan politically exposed person, so you're a politician from Africa. Once you could do a narrative, you are a African politician, average politician, who come up with Manoneno. You can relate to.
Oh yes. So Diana, it's good. I commend the lawyers a lot. They have really done a good job. Looking at the figure of 18, now the zero there. It's just means that what trash it this kind of what is what you cry figure
right.
And many lawyers so are doing in the sense of the modus operandi of Anas. Me have never support that
Mema Bayere.
Untimi ko twitwa video na wa wo yiyi enhyehyɛ emfansi to wow interest. What kind of system are we practicing say me lio obi na wo ye nipa so de it's a temptation so de ho
obi ani wa o
and now yes so outside me onya ne Ghana wo said that nipa ko no kwa brochire ba bi Dubai bi ne wa create scene to say obechi obi say now we are when you have a video and you get these foreigners sponsoring those things for you to come that system is not a good way to assess say be a corrupt
and has virtually collapsed Ghana football.
Yes. And they are but before selfishness anyone the investigation system no nya dey betimi last say be betimi dey because the system of investigation investigative it won't last and sustainable.
Okay,
because we are high is any penny at we obi abi and just of course Sudan
obenyobi dog
and it's obenyobi and
obenyobi the upper mama say on trial obenyobi
akasifo in this time
obenyobi
hey
after the year kwesi nyantechi you never thought say obenyobi asatini apo ankwasa teacher asaji boy in mu app obenyobi
there but I say this time na nya da ho nipa ni abom so
yeah bomb esa because send am nyina mo ka me so I'm against his method kwan of so the yi amount for bohod
and ebia from these judges here mo ya oh yes na minim and dear commander, we need to have a system. Mose, I didn't balance a favor obi, no be take advantage of it. Who is saying yet? They say the be one of the who say I don't know, say and see the Kennedy team has really done well and they deserve commendation. And I think I congratulate the team and Kennedy Japan for that.
Okay.
We a follower of this manner, you'll be worried because the intention to become a president, this can also affect at the same time so could just we are be affecting no matter how dollars that you have. Yes. Until now the followers no much concern.
But Papa, we're not yet worried. I don't know why.
sɛ bia ɔno baabi ofiri ba no obiara wɔ na yi ne baabi a ne na si sɛ kwasi kwate deɛ ɔno no bi a ne background of law no ɛne ne experience
when yan easy so am for la she ne pa
sɛ twa deɛ sɛ baabi ho asɛm bi wɔ a wo ka no wo na wonim but obi wɔ hɔ a wɔnyɛ exposed to certain factor ɛyɛ available now conviction nti woyɛ dɛ yɛ ɛno na sɛ woantumi ahold on to your conviction and what you believe in a ube follow you know that is what goes on. If you are not careful they want you to behave like everybody as they did nti woyɛ adeɛ na sɛ ankɔ the way a yɛ nyinaa yɛ dwen a na wokɔ wɔ yɛ a yɛhu sɛ wo no sɛbisɛbi in quote wadwen yɛ
okay kwasi who feel vindicated who feel say along last they now can man for na do na ante wase and some of them were equally lawyers as yourself ni bi nso yɛ mranim fo a my say wadwen ni baby na wo free ban na ya odo bi ya ma obi judgment of 18 million wo si obi anya abotre na nti saa enya final judgment we nya declaration of judgment we beginning na wo kaka na yɛ hyɛ dante ase and how do you feel?
Minya me that's it for akwanya no. I mean money to mzamejo for the doso. Na me yonko baako o hwe o zo chiao.
Okay.
But send a message a friend ejeni mbuate. O say na me was secondary school I was it baba kuma send ma friend no want me nka wa ha.
Yo bati.
Ado be yi to the fight chabi. Baba be jom. Movie the equity pa.
Of course. Hello FM.
Yes.
Asante my BBC don't know.
Bia ti. Say me am gajom say my bro so akoye hello nkwa de.
Osemi
akwa bia osemi ba. Ebo kwa so. Back to the substantive matter. First of all, me fault to bia for maybe I know ojina. Obviously me nim say ebu ho certainly enye se bia na no kre ni ho ntina no mbe so mbeti no kre sometimes no enye se bia no kre ni ho ntina bia enya no kre no
okay
but it has also more to do with nipa or na adwen say o pe bibia ankasa ye dey ate enti do no kre no kra ma no kra onye dey onye ntu but genuinely no I'll pardon a lot of people bebre o ho a o say how almost it news in the buyer and asem how we na see far no ye dey ekoi and you also place a lot of credibility on the media. Hello for say more report story e be very difficult to say obi be discount to Kumasi and Asante wana Ghana ha nyina because obi aye dey ejimudi and so when you get the media carrying out some of these stories it adds some touch of credibility and validity and integrity to the story and the way source they are wrong with pet will be a FB. And as I say, minimum media no say, of course, it has its own pros and cons.
Yeah.
Either say Jumano, I am Rekakra, and I say, it has been quite easier, but I easier and also no so you because now media so Jumano, Kamia say, and now journalism has more now turned into more or less reporting. A lot of the times, so when news look at social media, and there's nothing wrong with that, but at least there has to be some checks and verification. There's the news to be a new baby.
But you can't take it straight from anywhere and just place it. And
exactly.
And then you're problematic.
Exactly, because more protocols are more the HK sound money in the war. There's the news to be anywhere. All new news are old news happening to new people. There's a sipping, which means that it means you can get some form of source I'll be to verify the every.
You were the first lawyer in any dinko.
Yes.
Because now the others were saying virtually almost the same thing.
Exactly.
And you a dissenting source and producer said, no, Charlie, let's call this guy. You heard me, honestly, young girl. Until after you know, when you called other lawyers, and also so yes, that term no a remedy, you know, until you heard the big film by ne.
No, Ntina me bomb so. If you come say the money radio station modi can free to also accept our take your opinion on this. Let me say assembly to for bomina and say the kind there was even nothing like $18 million judgment. Okay. And because a lot of people think say $18 million judgment and they are slashing. I be drew $500. So we see now usually when there is a judgment of a quarter,
yeah,
and you want a beer, judgment and any variation of the judgment. I mean, it could be because all the judgments. The ordinary process in law, let's say, be able to call a court which is superior to the other court or my judgment, for appeal.
Okay.
To appeal, yeah. Because judgment, the court has a middle grounds. And yet, be arbitration. You are going to be a win check, a court would differ as all your day. And when a court makes such a declaration and as a judgment, and now only court on Nigeria, say circuit court, you will go to a high court. High court also, court of appeal after the Supreme Court. Supreme Court, you can even go for a review of their decision. And the judgment, negotiated judgment in Tesosa.
Okay.
Even in the US law, New Jersey law, the report is as though say be a judgment in a buy and a so from $18 million for videos you make exact clarification.
So this is the real judgment, $500.
Yeah, this is a real judgment.
Okay.
So earlier on, what happened is who's a jury trial?
Yeah.
The jury trial and the jury for no yet one more make us a more entity.
We are normal 40.
We are normal what is it? Yeah.
Only normal to say. Only lawyer money normal to say.
Na yafa one say omo boa e wa aseni na edi no. And one they don't look at the law, they only look at the facts. Now one mun say mu judge ne be mo e kwan omo fa so arrival at the decision on somewhere they arrival. And you can call it instructions that the court will give to the jury.
Okay.
Now here in the instant case here you can answer jury no ye more clear instructions on my day omo so. And one more verdict by say $18 million. In a deal for 18 years, there is a senior swaha.
Yeah.
There is a difference between a verdict of a jury and a judgment of a court. The jury can bring their verdict, but until the court enters it as the judgment of the court, it still remains a verdict of the jury. Verdict of the jury won't be enforced against anybody.
Right.
Verdict of the jury that for one more time say no say no musu ye de ensusu ye de etie. Then no cre one can say honorable we heard say ma okan na and I don't want to use say yes we are guilty but what you say in defamation suit one say ma okan fast me say no benti you should be able to support it with evidence. 20 man support with evidence there let us as ma okan nyina so ye de any. And Tisadia, Mr. Anas say, your actual damages, your punitive damages, your compensatory damages, the kind of or the an amount of $30 million there, a mark as part of relief or Ziki. Junior Hen was a more $18 million. That in New Jersey, one more time to New Jersey, a high profile place. Ghana could be because of East Liguana cantonment. And the ordinary people are immigrants no more on young for one music assem and a was and the fat so immigrants not as a jury. Now we a rich man from Africa near portray so we a rich man you want so much power you want so much influence. Immigrants be who first everybody to say who is this for who is blacks and
he being a politician and also
say what's some bra. None the others here throughout the trial process or the attended back up in the court. Just to sell a story to the jury, say, "Oh, anyone more book be a windy shade, Nazi be only a kufa the more rocky shoulders and they Anna or they decide near the Edino." So the jury, you can appeal to their emotions. By a judge in a Tesla, judge doesn't care about your emotions. The judge only cares about the law.
Yeah.
And the jury trial, the only few people, especially in case of defamation, any bit by the associated.
Okay.
Jury no do on over it $80 million a buy. Now. Honorable Ken, a lawyer who said the jury did not follow the full instructions of the court.
Okay.
Or you confused. Or a lawyer, quickly, we take advantage of it. And one more objective say, and your mom objective said be a court run the engine to because instruction required more money. Now instruction where the judge has asked one chassis. Now we're $80 million.
Yeah.
And a court says okay. Sir objection, Uncle Chomu Kratas on your day. No court process, they may file application and as a motion. Now the amount court to know. Then the court will rule on it. Some power objection you should hold or you should not hold. In the first time I buy an $80 million, it has nothing to do with the judgment of the court.
Right.
Even that verdict was in contention and there was an objection to it. Say, and $500 here. Honorable Ken, the lawyers, the one more year is file a motion be a mold to mold the verdict of the jury.
Mold.
Yes, New Jersey, no one say almost statute. No, we say account laws are territorial.
Okay.
And the crime bit my crime wa ha. If you can find any crime. Nti wo hwɛ deɛ yɛatwerɛ hɔ na wɔn wɔ saa provisions no wɔ mo NCC mu na wɔn hɔ no yɛwɔ sɛ bia yɛwɔ actual damages yɛwɔ compensatory damages na yɛwɔ punitive damages ma me manage tia briefly let you for ntase ma for example say bia obi tɔn normal kwan mu ha mo nim ha ya na driver bi de car be so na actual damages no you should be able to prove say when you've inherited or you've incurred some economic loss ebi a 3 months a oda gia went manya adwuma no odwuma nyina kwa de asa you should be able to prove it who prove say economic loss no pay then you are entitled to punitive damages based on New Jersey or moye dey alone punitive dey in a say punitive we are punishing you and the driver is so driver careless tie punish no driver for do for my dey omo careful now for you be because finally compensatory say
the patao
empata na ohwe anas ne Williams ne rate na oye na the actual damages in when demand prove when demand support with evidence say defamatory and as comments are unfair or demand substantiate about him no hanama the dwumadi a wodi e de kabia ye de abren asɛ ne dwumadi bia ama de kai de abren and the key lawyers who sa ho na loophole no one mo file an application or motion to mold say $80 million no nkofo we the jury the award of the jury and but they went to prove necessary you are also not entitled to the punitive and the compensatory they certainly you'll be entitled to it but on normal law compensatory the maximum limit in New Jersey in defamation suit should not exceed $500
okay
and the $500 yeah
the ceiling kasi pa $500
don't ceiling kasi $500 we go actually went to prove
and the end of story.
And the 80 million was some say, I'm also media another reporter say, judgment slash. You see that there was judgment made that cost slash judgment from A to B. But at least for us,
not to say, Metwasia, was no pronouncement from the judge. It was the jury no verdict or more the first judge.
Yes. 18 million the jury the verdict of the jury. What's now say? Some grant here, some is you to from jury. You make me appoint me as
oh yes.
I'm a smart continue movie. Now my chairman is oh yes. Young farmer and I'm young farmer. And you are more dear. About waiting the judge and a judge also doing the abele. But honorable Canadian in Japan, one and now and
no, and defense or more the right to comment.
Right.
So no instruction. Who's a jury? Your mouth guidelines.
Yeah.
So I deal we. Your person who near man 9. She must say, Sanya man 9 and what you may prove one.
So when the Sudia.
It is an and no baby. The Senate or church muno. Not just a more year. Ebia, ye perceive who be what to me. What to name, but while returning judgment, verdict be a say, Senka who bottle nanka, sa judgment in the was or returning.
All right.
When the bottle is not there.
Okay, now, Masabudu Kumaso said the stabilization of the city is meaningless. It cannot be linked to the prices of goods and services. The government took office with the promise of resetting the country. And your country said $1, you see a jinanamini udi unkomo. Then so uko jumwa prices of goods and services they are almost the same. Dog, this time I mentioned free. And come with about
good news. Judgment is a very brief judgment.
Right. Producer our engineer some bit me to swama me. And as with me a big habit to crack.
Oh, Marine come on. What's the say? Application can lawyers say the application for an motion to mold the award of the jury.
Yeah.
The judgment by I say granted, order granted, a civil action. This matter having been brought before the court upon application by counsel Foley and Breslin P. Attorneys for defendant Kennedy Ohene Ejapon for an order of molding the jury award, and the court having considered the matter and the submissions of counsels and the arguments of counsel, if any, and for good cause showing 1. it is on this 12th day of May 2025, ordered that the defendant's motion is hereby granted.
Okay.
Motion for molding of the jury no award. No. 2, ordered that the total jury award of $80 million is hereby molded to $500. To say a judgment of the court. I see jury award. So which means there was no judgment in the first place, but it's the award of the jury.
Okay.
And finally, ordered that a copy of this order shall be served upon all parties within 7 days of the date of this order. Judge, a fellow Openi Honorable Jeffrey B. Beckham, JSC, and the court judgment. Beckham. Say,
I see Beckham or something like that. BEACHAM. Yes.
Mete opinion internet maybe.
Honorable Jeffrey B. Beckham. Yes.
Such as be your opinion. But lawyer, nam bisa briefly, Canada Japan, none mood to say my judgment by one and on. How is he feeling?
Oh, say, okay, video say by Asempa. Say, the context is not even about the money per se. Say, a card is share. But first of all, then you do her. Anas Brebina, Anas and Kasa investigation be about Kendall. It has more to do with what he was fighting for. And fighting for Nigga was the cause of the MPP. Say, MPP government, number 12, yes, we. And no who's a nice module in the module, Papa.
Yeah.
And a lot of us have been share similar module. They be able to say, so a pot and hammers from now the 50 cities.
Echo bribe.
Now the video record. About Canada brand, court shot with
the channel.
No crowd to be at about the 50s now. Now running commentary over it. Now, Maya, let's put data on it. Say, how impactful is that approach a model to the fight against corruption?
Quite bad, so partner, Wama, a quiet, because
so free not 10 years on port one. I do my 10 years of behind your corruption one. Ubiamo brand, Ubiamo. Opa, you put data on it. I said the model or starting a corruption course and as a crofo.
Okay.
In the media, analysis is relevant because state institutions are also fighting corruption. They have failed. Other than that, can't be a go as the individuals that fight corruption. No campaign there. Ghana and Kwana, you who say will be meeting the one person but fight corruption for us. The honorable came Philly said, hey, no party, our party to call it drew. I mean, interestingly, unfortunately, leaving people were jubilating because of internal.
That's 80 million by one crop we had to buy boom, 80 million cabo, a caba, Onyes Kanya campaign, a caba.
Boy, I know what's I want Muhammad, I say.
That's what it is.
I'll be doing NDC boy, I'll be doing MPP. And look at the control say, then yeah, honorable Ken, obey a dangerous campaign. That's what buffer.
That's 80 million West.
But I know her, Sebi Bru, Jansamono, yen Canasa, Sembi Ada, and then they can be bizarre. Indeed, a bass I feel I found 500, and then it just said, and yeah, Yamia can ask my day.
All right. You had 2 items now, Cano. Mammy Shassin for your doctor. Young Cambum 10 minutes.
Now, said
yeah, already message by say. And $1 no. Now earlier on, I'm the lawyer $1 no come. Or see yes, no credit $1 no. I'm say stabilizing kakaka. But Oko Joma, and your mama from Nasa, near mama from there. Now you have $1 jina or no auntie because so said price of goods and services be back from no. We still not getting there. Sanka common sense is making sense now.
Oh yes, and because on the face value because. And you're my body.
Still.
Yes. I'm saying, what your body, we share tools near you and your manner. Ubusubeka Sebia, ne, like, Udia, time a bebani way. But I know, say, you may be a directly no, say, dollar no, nisi de no, say, straight away affected. And you the agricultural produce home, but to be
near my crab.
So if you ever take time, but yeah, Ghana for you super na my yes. I dear be anywhere yeah, a slow, a cost pe near the Britannia to two. Ubusan says, say now, I didn't ever from the bagage, say, my 12 water that.
Me also good issue statement too.
Oh, yes.
The members.
What 12 water that. So let the price be increased. Let's talk find your man in a year, never one for one. Onka say, may turn the old price, no, but obetum automatically because of I say, me here says, Sikano, Edia, also, Apakofa, and your mafufo. Yesubai, that is a human way. Be meaning is on better so. And yadia, ye subai way, no, ye bejatum, attend your muscle. What is you saying? Who's a transportation beer and say fuel or from Kakre? We expect to say Kabia GPR for almost the BN train spare parts. Nobody push the reluctant and your man, I can say, but from the years we have yes or no. In this high books. A slow would the uncle slow by 1 month, 2 weeks. No be attitude. Woman go say demonstration. And this is idea and what now said the government should have a way of system now that for so mama matia so we channel and massa just we appeal to them. Yes, uko krobi and tesa and your mashisha adena kasa no eba form no automatically na reflect it what the other side no because hey idea your war bus system. What other means of transportation? Now, buying on a hodie, no, people will patronize no major way automatically.
Any new plan? Yes, I have that for summer. One more, or private also because one people are trooping into the government area. Kemetro must buy.
Yes, yes. Because who took my idea as a 1 a year, but a 1 city from here to. Just cry 1 city, but government a train now far. But yen this our system nintino, Emma to be taking advantage over the government. Ubia be there. Ombetiso a very surprise move.
Anyway,
and ya ombetiso.
Ya 120 days. Yan Kambu mane 49 million saga. Weti former NSB boss writing from Yoko sales. And Mahamani 120 days.
120 days today. Say, President Mahama. Let's say, yeah, you was.
Are you impressed?
Yeah, Chad, dear, was a two question. No, we was a home market. Mamma for some better. For me, on one of the what me at this one? Why?
What me at this one? Maybe so.
Oh, in terms of starting any day or kind of day. Maybe I can say,
was it 25 promises or?
Yes,
26. Why you move 20? I can 6.
Yes.
Yeah. 20. Complete. 5 on so they are starting.
And I can't
one now say yeah.
Okay. It's 20 the day. Let them go say, are they 25? What me I say. So no one ever can. You see, I don't know, but he was trying to let us Ghanaians know say engineering for the second term. Until on fine she be say 120 days, you know. This is what I want to do. Ghana for Ensha. Nesibia, mitimiya. You want to build a confidence with the people.
Okay. And that is what we are is he succeeding?
Yes.
Why not Namson?
Yeah. The strategy I also did mining amount for support to say Omunya Gide Wonimu. And ona what shall I say away? Because you are to Obama, by the end of the day, no, the things are opposite we want to be in your prana. Wabomode HB Ayebe 20.
Okay.
He said in terms of education, wine, your baby, you do come baby. To me, there for me, washabo now no so I'm getting at least once I wash I think it's
a good start.
It's a good start.
Okay. Finally, I read the NSB boss. Any revelations that we're making from Yoku sales? What's your sales?
If you treat cases in the media, it also be responded through the media.
Okay. So Asemba, now the Jina Central for them car. You and him was Central for and you are mobile dream.
Because I know sales attorney general, if you have a case, send them man to court and let the court handle those things.
Okay.
And go and do your job. But because of where they are coming on, baby, free, but according oral issue. Oral has me say that this are oral no man Attorney General say papa yi.
Na say we yedim say oral for na dey buy ya.
Oh, I never plan say oral for be. And these are most of the cases are by the oral.
Because when me see Auditor General's report in the money maybe.
Well, oral, would you okay ma? Most of the cases for individuals work for
ma papa no responses. I mean kwabena du boy. Ni sema wodi aba no nso etu sen say ma mampanyin ni ane ato aba ma no.
They say also for court. One court, I mean, and papa no position in Quran is dangerous. And he has a lot of information. And not because I never say
sensitive and not dangerous.
Yes, sensitive, yes. May kind of dangerous in the way say, push it to the one, you know what a bit damaging to our internal kind of party name, your message. Because in your Bibiana was a bad thing.
Right.
Before you close doors. And he being privy to some of this information. I'm just trying to draw the attention of the Attorney General just to treat the case as it is. Send the man to court and let the man go and handle all those issues at the court.
Okay. It is some of them, you find some merit in them.
I find some merit in them because of he has been pushed to the wall.
Okay.
Also, with the Napo court, your man say, 2 weeks. You're pleading for 1 week. You come to the media. You present the issue and all kinds of something to say there. You're judging a
okay.
And I don't blame the Attorney General because I also satisfy certain group of the party members. Because at any free source be never. It is a one and you play in the media and the man thinks say na me my den say my scar class my fabi kura nyame nkwa me di and then is happy am so me mabu. And so on other form or kasi nyina be ya muna ma ban ho bi jeguma. And this is what and that's what I'm saying say the position na okura no sensitive position privy to certain information no. It might be right or wrong, but you don't push the man to say certain things that because and let me say President Mahama Bishiano I don't know whether yes or not a lawyer.
Hey.
So and you know
the matcha don't talk.
Yes, because and you may be a bad one here having.
Okay.
And the Attorney General making sure say all the fact that is available, send him to the court and don't come to the media to play the media game to please say you didn't call I'm going media. Facts in the council. The court deals with facts.
Right.
And yet the Obejna Abonti Abekano. The way also the Waki what because maybe the facts might be different from what we presented in the court.
Anyway.
So I Attorney General if you now on Masadi we na in favor because would you pushing or back cancel be let me give this some so dear Ukrabi.
Anyway, no can no vote where and start man. Fuseni Salif from Sucha said we thank President Mahama for the good job because the city also that because the city is well anyway, city no any party and Quebec Senate is getting well. Lawyer, Kwesi Kwati, Yanka Mahama the 120 days NFE, the NSB boss and plus $1 if you have any comments to make.
Hey, me juma me yo ya se nyina me twa me kai kasa o. Comment
I the economy ensemble.
Me bi je ba me bi set up
economy ensemble dollar no elum che say the previous government, the MPP government. Say the dollar no agina na ye ka ho asema yembo mabaso because omo dey good for oil policy ne buy na sa policy no e magana nya gold reserves be bree. And for the records, in the year 2025, gold is exporting the first 2 months, the highest in the last 10 years, 2.3 billion thereabout. Would you say somebody deserves some level of credit?
To be very honest, I mean the fact that it's higher political communication also you just speak in a vacuum.
Okay.
The truth is that I'll need further education on some arguments and say they are good for oil ne one in the ma dollar me they appreciate it.
Okay.
But one thing I know for sure is say it can also be a case say in a space of 4 months or so Sebi bro and this is by why magic. Ana ono so ama dollar no. Eso ti anete. I mean, you buy then as you approve the budget. And reasonably, if we are unable to take the credit for
I say in the first 2 months of 2025, first 2 months, January and February, Ghana exported over 2.3 billion in gold, the highest in more than a decade. That is a January and February, gold that was 2.3 billion.
Oh, to be fair, who say, only one move. Maybe the enya the show. And there's also nothing wrong if they want to even take credit for this. Yes, I mean,
Your fapa,
maybe I say this. The reason why I'm very careful, they say, the dollar politics and me, I thought as a people we should grow from there and graduate from the meaning free politics.
I need the petrol politics.
I need the petrol
I
politics.
need the energy politics.
I need the
energy
energy
politics.
Me, I'm of the firm belief that all MPP in this you, young graduating free ho. Idea a baby idea politics a go baby idea anymore. Okay, Brian, but when the fundamentals are weak, the exchange rate will expose you. COVID by the exchange rate, you have no control. Even before COVID, no production be now your home. Exports are here now. And this always play politics with it. I mean, politicians where they are, they want to take advantage of every situation. Oh, politicians where they are politicians. Now, go for book years ago, be a good down for the question fans.
Sure.
You go here back with body. Medicine says that can win the toy. The one that we should go for the gem. Of course. Hey, what do we be? Aha. And me, I've learned a very bitter lessons on this. We know a dollar issues. Because me ordinarily I thought say, of course, I need further education. I'm not an economist or a finance person.
Yeah.
But me say Trump so policy decisions, you know, has also affected the dollar all over the world. Now, I say most of the tariff measures, the tariff cuts, when they slaps or slap on other countries. I thought he said people were not going to retaliate.
Yeah.
To hear bigger economies like China, Russia, everybody retaliates.
And even the BRICS bloc now,
Ebe affected dollar. So we may have our own internal factors or variables that affect the dollar, which I'm here to be educated on that. And me education on that, I'll be very reluctant to talk about that. But I mean, they say more of a foreign policy because the truth is and this is by 4 months. Who say you say at the end back contribute to the dollar near exchange rate. Say what my mass production, why export to, who export to as you can day, abba.
By your two major products, gold ne kuku. In the year 2025, one, world price I increase.
Okay.
Two, we are exporting more. I know they are from Bank of Ghana. I know you're
exactly, which could also be one of the contributing factors. And certainly, that's what I'm saying. Me, it doesn't matter who even takes the credit.
Yeah.
But minimum say environment is in a space of 4 months.
Yeah.
They couldn't have engineered this.
Okay.
Yeah. They couldn't have engineered this. They can argue say it be a gold board, do not streamline it, but we are here to say it will be for 4 months there to assess a policy within a space of 4 months. I believe two shots. Doctors who are researchers.
I say, a policy every 4 months, it will not be successful. And
as I say, a game changer. 4 months there, for me, it's too very early. On dollar, the future remains there. When you are fine in the politics, when the fundamentals are. But okay, you see, I was dollar. Yeah, my IGP. And you go for your IGP. You dollar.
Baby, I see a video. Book campaigner. Monka economy was I was a digitalization.
Now I but the other one has to do with Mahama 120 days.
Yes, NFA boss. Nesama Waka.
Mahama 120 days. Let me state say, when without any disrespect to the NDC or President Mahama, means to say, and there is any wild expectation can see our President Mahama so. The reason say, it's not really about him. Some for GDC or come and cause a certain radical reset, but it has more to do with say, and they will 20 MPP.
People were fed up.
Yes, I say in the absence of good, we can even go for the bad. After all, we're expecting you to give us best, and you didn't give us best. And the one am I good?
It's nice. Nipa jidia no more. the alternative, the other side.
Yeah, because we may have our own issues in here, but and without any disrespect to the NDC, because lawyer very nice super.
And then me paying for many media. Table of men. My doctor to my right, my lawyer to my
the average Ghanaian, to me, they hold the MPP to a higher standard and account than the NDC in terms of a lot of things. Mekasi with the hopes that we did the NDC for Temana, Mekasi, who's MPP going to focus on me a book long. It's because MPP they are crafted for party, or no me a book long too much. NDC they BM Ubia a baby. The moment a better target or crash a crafted for party, as MPP there, or more lawyer from Guan. It means expectation for the man here.
It's only a small elite.
Yes, elite,
I'm running a secondary school.
Yes. Anna, sir, conservative party beyond that is ideology.
Yeah.
Or not for bourgeoisie, BLSB, and or more party. Or high expectation. The normal President Akufo-Addo be ya on fan who ni no. Be a President Mahama ya. Sir, sami the physical yes or koche. Ade we Kesia President Akufo-Addo be so a kebe wu. Ai, obi able to about 2 weeks. Now who organized labor? Who organized labor? All the workforce in the country to make it to say one first state of emergency you call demonstration, you call strike. President Mahama also commented about a state of emergency, so all the powers. You don't even have to go to parliament to get state of emergency executed because one as a leader, executive instrument, one casa will 2 minutes obey. But I want to say, and no video about what Russians are sorry, don't call the buy. And look at the mere Congo must say, I don't move to Galam say the war. If he, but I mean,
how is a street be? It's a street no car faso.
Yes,
it's a car faso. Structures are all in
but who cares? What the family to say? I'm saying, oh, that the doom so see politics, but the by situation, you know, for me, it's even become worse. But I don't know the one I can't answer.
Can you come once and bar? Can you come once?
But the boy did Akufo-Addo time, yes, sir. My member,
who's a more time, the ending part. Okay, more time, relatively beginning part 1 and part 2, beginning in Yana, doom so on your problem.
Yes,
but the ending part, no, a bear compounded.
And I make you say,
ye betuaba. Now I say, ye debia na
no, what dika? Would Obia dika? So Obia Ghana, you really pay taxes. But I'm saying, say, oh, share a how you see a use against Akufo-Addo.
Yeah,
this time around, if you saw a president, I'm buying things. Okay, so people will give him that goodwill. No, it is employment. There's a 24-hour economy. Game changer, a because evolution, a bit creating 3 different shifts. It was easy. One more budget. Budget and gas over the bar parliament. Maybe under private sector, there may be fine.
Right.
But budget and gas over the bar parliament. Paragraph 489. 487 actually. Paragraph 487 is normal the embeguato employment and recruitment. So this will be a compensation and with my okay. So you can preach expanding the job.
But 24-hour economy is basically a private sector driven.
Oh no, say Nanzo private sector driven.
Any public, sections of the public sector. Dealing in like DVLA, passport office.
The same who has almost the call.
First of all, Labor Act, Employment Act, so to create 3 shifts. As soon as you employ, you amend the labor law to amend it to give 3 shifts. They were essentially referring to the public sector.
Okay.
Yeah. On one side, who are with the same budget for the year, or paragraph 487 say, and you are that 3 shifts on the mobile.
Okay.
And those classical inconsistencies in the cry more say after 7th of December, which is anyway not true because recruitment is not an event, it's a process. You start free. It be an interview. We verify our documents. We see
financial clearance.
Somebody had the answer. Ministry of Education. Financial clearance. Somebody had the May. But the process back to see by December. And I'm just forced to account. even though the process no ordinarily one it was almost to be train na be when financial clients no or they try about to say be nkofo so be dream say be kai say ampa onya aponya
It's some miscalculation maybe on your part.
I mean, that's no. The first principle is that when you talk about recruitment, any process, any event.
No, I know you're actually.
Okay, omukra ya onkra omonye juma. Oba Ghana Education Service, and even the General Civil Service servants na. Obi any wa onye juma. And take you 6 months and or salary.
Okay.
O salary this way you controller. I go register and sign or salary and you chaga. And if you based on the fact say nipa no the details new controller and the uyi ne dia you'll be affecting a lot of people direct if you can send them to you know the thing of staff gas one kasa the didn't na say no one mo eye bibisa for me to be fair to the NDC government I feel it's too early to judge them 4 months there yeah more brain dey kakra maybe after 6-9 months no na ya sase kakra but they are for so kiti bi wa enu so mo ye ebi dey say enura submit a video boss are passing code of conduct now we are but just even before the code of conduct my can say no maybe work as over achieving 120 days I don't think a normal any say boy SMC achievement also by for more government within say 120 days nanka waba as a president for more government the cabinet na be say obey cabinet within 40 days and you cabinet your own cabinet that you are going to work with it should be an achievement also by code of ethics being in Okoma it should be in any code of ethics. For me, I don't think this should be seen as an achievement. And when you are normal, you need as a president for your administrative setup. But in I can say 120 days is an achievement. Yes, we will reduce it to mediocrity.
Okay.
But I agree with this. I agree. 120 days. Politicians come on and the press about you have to about 4 years. Into 120 days, 100 days, you work.
And another dog which I say, this time, when say good way no. Enti okanwa cement the goodwill between one in Ghana for the name Washimukina.
No, but no man okaka na was a goodwill no the order yen. No man be brave defeated goodwill no. What they say oka cabinet said the cabinet mu 30% by my. In real figures there is about 14%.
Okay.
Or 12% to cry. So share na no man boboyi no man na the Ghanaians are expecting some. Obi are expecting say obe solve problem there within this space. Problems are the two comma at the committee who 179 the same problem at the trouble.
All right.
Jenga said beso will be but within a very reasonable space, some
something
tangible.
First year for Yusafi, so our provision.
No, a budget now.
435 million Ghana.
Budget and approve baby. Our budget in budget. There's a budget we allocation.
Recently, 120 a year, baby.
So that's what I'm saying. I mean, certainly, you have to buy the questions about within 120 days, why baby?
Okay.
And to be very dishonest on my part to come and sit here and say 120 days, President Mahama. Well, President Anya Juma 2 days, national security can be breaking down.
Okay.
Timiji too. But as I said, your better car, one of my no busako by the ebo. It doesn't show in front of her.
Quickly, NSB boss, NSB boss, 49, I do wine in
I'm running in a Juma.
Running in
media. Well, I don't care, say, when your appointments, when people are NDC. Say, no question, and pop up for my cigar. I'm running in a Juma.
I do wine in the issue by, do you think, sir? Though maybe meant this or a public servant, mean person man collaboration be but out here your microphone be on certain platforms. I say, oh, no cry, so I come Mahama 5.3 million. If you can no more delete that when you're not so one can say, is that the way also to go?
I say me in this context, maybe I'll be more aligned or inclined to the law because I'm a lawyer and as a lawyer to in matters like this, that's where people expect you to speak on it as a lawyer. For me, there are due process.
Right.
I think me little discomfort. I mean, the Attorney General quickly always running to the media ahead of the court, because media, at the end of the day, the only thing is also try in the court of public opinion, which in any event will be against his fundamental human rights and those things. But bottom line is case of our court. Dubai, he saw MPP, so NDCU. Okoma Smith and Obin Zika. Who cares? Where baby are minor drone. People are getting frustrated. People are getting tired with politicians.
Nipa baby
Obiya bro, where you do any aquatic get them, near Fakorabo Yebo, near Yebo Mati, near Wufu, as well as I know, near Kotoba Man, Sadia near Saha, Doc would the own research. Ukra school for my muha. Ukra for BA school, the state can only employ 2 for the rest of their lives. Ukra every national service, so full batch it takes a minimum of 10 years for half of that national service batch to get employment. The remaining half will still be searching after 10 years. These are the things that in your own country, you are not a foreigner in your own country. Wow, men, you are treated as Sebi, Bukra will be a winning nipa. None of be say, Mishana na minim shiana say meaning. Meaning, I'm saying Ghana quite equality. Because first, maybe from Motu, the bank and from Motua. Motu, he found us as so. Motu, Bena. One more residential facilities. But now, Motu, your tones are saying,
if your car be veer off, now or call left or right, one kobo, a corporate or a commercial entity, or kobo fee.
Because all the motor, all the residential Motu way one, it means a Nipa hospital, mass terminal be developed, a drum be developed. Motor will defeat the purpose of motorway. It looks everything I will be a equality. I know, maybe I was a equal, you know. Where we used to be to you know but the progress now I am very slow. Sometimes you sit here, people are talking about the American dream. Young person who used school how you become so frustrated. I cannot told them I'm so to do America and so to do UK. Within 2 years of life as a son. Why can't we make younger say my and no have me find it I'm yourself. So things are really getting tough for us on employment, on other things, corruption. The mean will be our for my car. Na so mu dey emphasize na manafo na aka ho eduwa say it's a conversation one day we need to have the whole regime of political financing na kufo le ye tuku ha ye dada ye hode bia emize o contest MP keke kra na uni kra no election de un kra 6 million what do you mean no we just carry bring enti ye for we any boys ya so the state institutions won bo am and then so no more their business obama akufo adobi no amama hamabi omaba obi abi no amama hamabi enti we ba no kire nya dey encheye I mean this is ono asema wa dey waka in the first place then na my whole parliament if the allegations is anything to go by the committee be and I say institution be budgeted back as a bible masana and this is so normal in our country, right? Because you have to say MP by years or more 10,000 almost 5,000 and yes, they said the crowd no more body na abrabo. But for me, let the law work. But I just hope say indeed the law will work because no my old are trying there.
That's a very good one. But before then, Amisco Spinelli says Mohammed's 120 days in office has recorded more doomsday and sacking of public sector workers. I rate him 1.5. 2028, Baumia Beba. Okay. Time will tell.
Everywhere. My main make a quick comment on traders and dollars now.
You know what can be
but we just a quick one. Once the price now you expect to say be changing. Once over your brother now they kind of kasa
LPG
you know. Was all crying near my somewhere last year. I also told $1 about 15 or 16.8. Sani mana fe na ba o kwa you.
Okay.
So, and you know, over rate or the tours have goods. Then they will be drew. That's a what expect to say. Obe cheswama obe you know one business known to me yet. So normally it will take between 3 to 6 months. And so now once start here feeling the impact.
Right.
Area will tell who the quick fuel prices near there. Because I know normally second 90 days. But near one bulk storage our mom found call pumping stations, you know. And only anytime be a price basis a piano
right.
Then Mahama 90 days, 120 days. Oh, na me brother I can say nneɛma bi wɔ hɔ ɔmfa no achievement. But it was all fun achievement. Was in politics no. Nneɛma nketenkete bi wɔ hɔ koraa na sɛ yɛma ɔman no hu sɛ Ghana for expect say as minute as or insignificant as that promise is no. So what near this one? Emma assembly a yɛka no. Ɔmbɛfa serious.
Right.
She say you promise 60 ministers. She say you 56. You 56, 50 no cry, 60 no cry in dream.
Mustafa is the more for Gumu.
Staff person
Also, you're balancing
staff person still in draw more numbers.
Okay.
Still in draw more numbers. So, enti bibisa no Ghana for ye wo ye na omunye ahontos. Ye say utokusie na utua etime dey akante free.
See, we a good building exercise.
This one akase no mbenya emujide.
Okay.
Now say second one here then.
NSB boss, the revelations in some waka.
Yes. Oh, Papa no. In fact, Papa ne case, I am also equally disappointed in the AG.
Okay.
One was nneɛma mmienu na Ghana for the two abanema yɛ paa. Number one, economy. Number one, economy.
And I disappointed in the AG.
Number two, corruption allegations na ewu kurom ha. But all na mention. Enti sɛ saa ministers mmienu we etimi yɛ successful a. Meet me, I can say ministers now can cry for Mbepakoda.
Right.
Ghana for Besa to Abanama in 2028. Samson as our ministers me no way a feeling so. Ghana for ye payindi gare grammar or mufie.
Okay.
Na so far we finance minister na. And I mean ye and ye bragging right in it or mupe. Ye beje because ye buy na Katola I could do 24. You are enjoying your moment. You are enjoying your moment. The Abana Bafoma. You bet into who's a finance minister honody. A Jumano Ekoyi.
Okay.
Na me and Casa missing. Now say na meti say is a special prosecutor and so on in the same. Now me so I see as a entity and yes. Oh, my brother. Niema Ghana for so the two abamaye. Bina na me doctor name minu galamse yasemi. Mustation yankwa yesi yepe evidence of omo ye galamse na yachi omo ni omo mushishe ichira mustation yankwa mbetima ma information. Na adwuma no nso akwakoye bibi se enye compose ze ni nyina eji nkwa na enwo sa wiyu. Enuti na eji no powers no ye di bia ma special prosecutor. Simple to extend is a police for prosecutors no kra no. Yasa mo sa power ni bi.
Right.
Enti and nothing also stops you from recruiting more lawyers to the AG's office. Na omunye your lawyers for baby omunye na mkromu I don't want to offend anybody but who friend says see how they call AG officer overcall. So when you look at that and you see some of these things in cases I say yeah shena ya be organizing na emoji street move for the omotia but some of us yet me bibi to say national service for us me bisa me mo say the national service for adi ye create say about times 2. The question is what about the financial releases where are there documentary and I say niema will be IT information on the about but yen ko financial releases and then I say says ya budget for nipa 80,000. Now you say ya for nipa 160,000. The extra 80,000 were they actually paid? Was that money released?
And to whom?
So,
enkoda
enti sɛ wohwɛ saa nneɛma wei nyinaa wobɛka no wɔ edwom a amanfoɔ bɛhu sɛ yɛ ne nkɔfoɔ no awia
ehu
but
koduru
yɛka
court
bɛfa
a
ho nneɛma bra enti me deɛ I am of the opinion sɛ case no baako mmienu mmiɛnsa na evidence yɛ strong na de bɛkɔ court a ɛmfaso wɔ mu sɛ sensationalism wobɛka na Ghanafoɔ expect sɛ nipa wei wɔ sɛ ɔkɔ prison na ɔkyena no nenam hɔ a Ghanaians will get annoyed. And I am not impressed about that style of Dominic strategy.
Right.
And Papa in some wababe king. Na shese as a yeti o man we muno ye legalize bonium. Shese menya kwenya ne MPs ne bia tutu kwaya anante kakra. My brother, to say bia so bia GTZ. Ebi omo ebeye program bi pro. Normally no who say agenda bi omo person omo de ye den eba wo. Yes o ye nhia wo ebi asusu hotel. My brother, ebi wie beko ye bia obia envelope ni agade. Ebeye den na saa de na ye de betu anim at the end of the day na emwa Ghana. How do you say no?
Well, maybe we need a reset. A reset.
So, enti hwese papa ya samo ken na say ye true pa MP. By yep, sa almost sitting allowance. It is budgeted for. Sa or committee the yina obeji allowance wo. So why do you need nipana or no war or bre usikari to pass a bill? Abe facilitating the jumano. Is it there also no bre
State institution bribing another state institution to pass legislation.
But on my way, no, most of the time, near man no NDC MPP no. Nti ya na sa neema we nyina no ma for bu wedi. But say ye fire ni bi egwu omo so a. Sometimes some of these, excuse my French, say we no.
Lawyer, on that note, yankoda ho. Yebe kasa da foforo. Lawyer me da say lawyer Oheneba ansu di abo na ote ne nka no. Lawyer kwasi kwa tin lawyer yakoda. Nyame ya aduma. Yebe sia kasa da foforo. It was nice having you. And my own doctor, Dr. Samuel Efi, senior lecturer KSTU School of Business. Look, another day we shall be here. But tina mo de ma Samson Kwame Nyame chekene to ben ene DJ McJune enso boa me. Yeah, Reynolds Mensah say, in fact, Mahama is doing marvelously well. Doris Shapoku Abuachi say, President Mahama is trying his best to. But the way the NDC supporters are bragging is too much. They should come and see how basic school peoples are suffering because there is no feeding. I say, dollar no. About from my near my born so I can say, still on Doris Shapoku. Poku Buache. Yeah, they see I Konyankopon ya do ebesi ahia bio. Have a lovely night. Away from me, you know. I don't find this stuff amusing anymore. If you see my bodyguard, I can be a long lost pal. I can call you Betty. Betty, when you call me out.